Philadelphia 76ers can avoid the fate they suffered in last year's playoffs when they were dismantled by the Miami Heat in 5 games. And brought to you by State Farm. Look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Brand and Spates are in the middle. Holiday at the 1 with Iggy at the 2. And it's Young in at the 3 spot. And for Miami, Wade and LeBron are the wingmen. Chris Bosh and Udonis Haslem down low. And it's Chalmers in at the 1.
And what a job Doug Collins did with Philadelphia last year, taking the Sixers team to the playoffs. And they did a nice job of playing their Eastern Conference foes well.
And so here we go, the 76ers. Here's Holiday. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Charlotte. Back to Iguodala. Backing down his Brand. Six on the shot clock. Wade against Brown. Over Wade. And it's Brown missing. On that Philly side, once again, still lost more than they won against the East, but nonetheless, a big improvement for a first-year coach.
First-year coach and a really young, developing team, Kevin, so you want to see incremental progress. And given the year before when they went 14-38 against their conference counterparts, that was a huge leap forward to get them back close to 500.
James. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. They get Andre Iguodala.
And LeBron's numbers last season really slipped in the early part of the year as he tried to adapt to his new teammates and his new surroundings. But as the season went on, he became more and more effective. And that was one of the reasons he ended up with a career high in field goal percentage, right around 51% from the floor.
He's off on the second. Going back to what Steve was talking about with LeBron, if he's being more efficient, Clark, with the ball, I don't think he is too concerned with his numbers, with his totals.
Kevin, that's one of the beauties of LeBron James' game to me. He's interested in playing the game of basketball at the highest level. If that means giving it to another player who's open, he's fine with that. If that means taking shots, he's fine with that. I love the fact that he's comfortable in who he is and is not worried about what other people think he should be doing.
Now let's find out what head coach Doug Collins had to say to Doris Burke.
It's their first meeting with the Heat this season, and he knows what that means. A healthy dose of LeBron and Dwayne Wade. He feels they have the system in place defensively to deal with those two, but that even so, if either of them gets hot, they have the ability to break down any kind of defense.
Thank you, Doris. The Heat with the lead.
Doug Collins was just what the 76ers needed, it seemed, as he was able to turn them around from a lottery team and get them back into the playoffs.
Back to Doug Collins, he brings a more deliberate approach to his teams, and I think, Steve, teams like that change of pace a little bit. Doug's a great teacher.
He sure is, and I thought the 76ers really benefited from Doug's presence last year. He gave them some structure, he gave them an identity, and by the end of the season, they were really a good team.
Free throw good, LeBron.
You know, with all the criticism that LeBron had in his move to Miami, all the criticism he received, it probably in some ways served as motivation for him after he got over the hurt and the pain of it. I mean, his mental makeup was a lot less jovial and more focused and more serious. And part of that is growing up, but I think part of it was the byproduct of what he had gone through. There's a pretty play. Feathery lob pass in there, nicely done.
That's exactly what it is. Laid it up there beautifully.
No mistakes on either end, and a great touch on that layup.
Now here's Bosh. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. A jump hook. Nice spin off the left rim and in. That's perceptive what you say about his attitude, Clark, about LeBron James. And he did seem to have less joking around during games. He was out for vengeance, perhaps, almost. Steve, you called that Eastern Conference final last year, and you saw it firsthand, how he went right at the Chicago Bulls and a guy that beat him out for the MVP in Derrick Rose.
Yeah, and LeBron put on an incredible display during that series, Kevin. I think you're right. Both of you guys mean LeBron used that criticism all year long, and his teammates did too. They used it as motivation to prove people wrong, and I thought LeBron was fantastic. He had an amazing year.
Now Holiday after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade.
Well-contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You got to make them work for it, challenge every shot.
Taken away by Holiday. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And I thought the difference, guys, was the bench production. Those guys were terrific.
Well, I call it instant offense, Steve. They might have even been better with the reserves in there. That's how good they were playing.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You knew the big three when they came together, just the guys that they would be good. But they did a pretty decent job, I thought, of finding complementary players to fill out the roster after a big chunk of the salaries went to the big three.
LeBron with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against Cleveland. Wade double team. Iguodala against LeBron. Another miss by LeBron. Well, back to the Heat, and Clark, you're right. They searched out bench that knew how to fill a role and need and really build a team around the stars.
Well, and that's critical because anytime you have the core group together, it's about finding role players who are going to accept their responsibilities on the team and accept the fact that sometimes they're not going to see the minutes that they would otherwise like. But they handled it well. They got a good roster around their stars, and it paid off.
Now here is Holiday after Dwayne Wade's miss. Offensive rebound, up and in on the layup.
He makes the most of his chances on the offensive glass, doesn't he?
The Heat trail by 4. And here is LeBron. Wade, he's covered by Brown. Wade against Brown. Clock at 6. Passes it to Chalmers. Over Holiday. Again, the miss by the Heat. The 76ers leading by 4. Gathers. There's 1:54 left here in the first quarter. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala. The pass to Chalmers. Here's Wade. It's good. Wade's got 5 points so far.
He's just too quick for his man. Left him in the rearview mirror and knocked it down.
Brown outside. Over Wade. And it's Brown missing.
What a tough quarter for him. He's got to pick it up here.
Boy, nothing at all going his way. I mean, it's hard to watch.
Now here's LeBron. Defended by Young. That evens the score.
He's a pleasure to watch on the offensive end. I know I wouldn't want to guard him.
Holiday dishes to Brown. Over Wade. The 76ers with another miss.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
Taken away by Holiday. Philadelphia with the ball. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And, of course, they're meeting the team that was responsible for dealing them a very painful loss in the first round of the playoffs a year ago.
Here's Wade. A stupendous finish in traffic. Wade's got his third bucket of the night.
Strong first quarter. He's really made the most of his opportunities.
Holiday. Defended by Chalmers. It's a miraculous buzzer beater.
Well, I love how he kept his cool there. Low stress, not a care in the world.
You're right.
Oh, man, with time running down, knowing that you need to hurry up and get that shot off, and yet he takes his time and knocks it down.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. 76ers ahead, leading by just 2.
Pretty good start defensively. This club forced some mistakes and took advantage, and that's how they built this lead.
And they built the lead because not only have they forced turnovers, but they've taken care of the ball.
The excitement builds as the NBA season heats up. Chris Paul and the New Orleans Hornets go up against Blake Griffin and the Los Angeles Clippers this Thursday, 10:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Pacific.
So many times I should have taken back this moment. These words I spoke.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play.
I shoulder too much weight. I hold it too much pain.
Here's Miller. He's covered by Iguodala. Miller, the pass to Bibby. House. Now, here is Bibby. He dishes it to House. Shoots the three. And it's Iguodala with the rebound.
You know, you look at Andre Iguodala, who played his college basketball at Arizona. His sophomore season, he led the Wildcats in rebounds, assists, and steals. Already showing you stat sheet stuffing ability then.
And so, in the game for the 76ers, Brown in its shooting guard. Iggy and Brand are at the forward spots. Maurice States out there with Lou Williams. Here's Bibby. He's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 3. Shot on the wing. Again, the miss by the Heat. Speaking about Andre Iguodala's college career, Clark, he originally committed to attend the University of Arkansas. But then the head coach got fired. That was Nolan Richardson. So, Steve, he decided to go to your alma mater, the University of Arizona.
Well, a great choice for Iguodala, going to one of the great college basketball programs in the last 30 years. And I think that's going to continue. Go Arizona, bear down, baby.
That's right. That's good. Bibby with the bucket. Bibby's got his first 2 points.
You know, if you can't get around your defender, sometimes the best way to get a shot off is to go to that fadeaway.
Williams. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the 76ers lead by 6. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Here is House. He's covered by Brown. Knocks it down from 19 feet.
Bolster was in a really odd and tough position last season. Never before had there been a bigger free agent talent swing. And he was tasked with getting 3 huge superstars to mesh as a unit. He's done a nice job.
Williams over Miller. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
He worked his way around the bigger man and found the hoop. Great play.
Yeah, really nice play. Wasn't bothered at all.
There's Miller with the 3. It's good. The assist this time from Bibby. Back to Spoelstra because he was the first coach, Steve, to deal with that much talent. He had some very unique situations pop up along that road.
Well, he sure did, Kevin, and he had to coach that team under a microscope all season long. The basketball world was watching, and that Miami team went through some ups and downs, but in the end, I think Eric Spoelstra did a fantastic job, and he looks to be one of the bright young coaches in this league.
Solid advantage in the rebounding totals for them so far here. You know, in every game, but particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here.
Brown is tagged with the reach. That is his first foul of the game. Here's LeBron. He's got 6. 6 to shoot. Taken away by Holiday.
Smooth defense there. He made it look like the pass was intended for him.
And it's rejected. The Heat trail by 3. And they're on the break. Miller kicks to LeBron. And it's blocked. Here comes Drew Holiday. He has 5. There's the block. And they're able to recover. And Miami has possession. It's a 3-point game. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this one. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Ilgauskas backing down. Here's Bosch. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You know, you take a look at the makeup of the Heat and the offensive numbers last year. Not a ton of assists, but a lot of free throw attempts. FTAs, we call them. Seemed like they just played to their strengths, and a lot of that was isolating their star players.
LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Well, Clark, you mentioned that stat about the Heat. Steve, 76ers lead by 5.
Thanks for tuning in to the Sunday night edition of HB at the Hat. Your Heat. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they have the lead against Miami. They're off to a hot start this season. They'd like to continue that hot streak in this game. We've seen Drew Holiday in top form. He's got 7 points. He's also working on the other end of the floor. Nice defensive work. And a tough matchup, but the Heat staying afloat. The Warriors came out on top against this.
And now the start of the second half. Here's Chalmers, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Now here's LeBron. Iguodala with the steal.
You know, you take a look at the makeup of the Heat and the offensive numbers last year. Not a ton of assists, but a lot of free throw attempts. FTAs, we call them. Seemed like they just played to their strengths, and a lot of that was isolating their star players.
Chalmers and Wade are the 1 and the 2. LeBron James is out there with Mike Miller, and it's Bosch in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And Miami has possession after the Sixers pick up 2. And it's Miller missing. Well, Clark, you mentioned that stat about the Heat. Steve, surprising they didn't have more assists.
Well, they didn't have a true point guard running things. Mike Bibby was more of a jump shooter, same with Chalmers. But I think a lot of it is that they play very isolation-heavy basketball, as Clark mentioned.
Just 5 on the clock. Holiday with the 3. That's good. And it's a 9-point 76ers lead.
Beautiful offensive execution, and they're starting to extend this lead.
And they could run away with it if they get hot at the right time here.
Now, here is Miller. LeBron dishes to Wade. Here's Bosch. The second chance bucket is good. Bosch has got his second bucket of the night. Here's Holiday. 10 points for him. The dish to Brown. Over Wade. And it's Brown missing.
As great as they've been on the board so far, they just haven't found a way to get out on top.
Yeah, but if they continue to rebound, they can put together a little run here and cut into this lead.
From 17 feet out. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Chalmers passes to LeBron. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Holiday's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And of course, they're meeting the team that was responsible for dealing them a very painful loss in the first round of the playoffs a year ago.
Now here's Bosch. Oh, and the jam-high wave. What a play. And now here's the Sprite Slam Cam replay. Here's Holiday. Brown with it, moving it around. Kicks to Holiday. Here's Spates. And it's Miller with the rebound. Miller's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
But you look at Spates and you see the unlimited potential. He's got a great jump shot. He's strong. He can score around the basket. But he's still trying to find his game and figure out his place on the floor. And he's still a young guy, so hopefully he'll eventually carve out his niche in this league.
And it's the 76ers with the ball after LeBron James hitting the three. LeBron James on the wing. Bosch, a screen on Young. LeBron kicks to Miller. 6 to shoot. Over Iguodala. And it's Miller missing. Just talking about Spates, if he puts it all together, he's going to be a handful for anybody to work on the block.
Oh, man, I tell you what, I like his skill set, Kevin. I mean, he's shown that he can be a really tough matchup. Good hands, he's got excellent length. He's just got to find a way to stay on the floor more on a consistent basis.
And some changes here for the Heat. Ilgauskas is checked in for Bosch. Haslam comes in for Mike Miller. Eddie House subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Elton Brand's checked in for the 76ers. Nocioni comes in for Andre Iguodala. And again, it's the Heat missing. The 76ers leading by 6. And Holiday kicks to Nocioni. The feed to Brand. It's tipped. Haslam on him. Brand dishes to Spates. Over LeBron. And Spates gets it to go. Spates has got 6 points. Here is House. LeBron James on the wing. And the pass to Ilgauskas. Good look. That's good on the jump shot.
Defense gave him more than enough space right there.
Here's Holiday. 12 points for him. Passes to Spates. Working on Ilgauskas. Releases. And it's Miami with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, you're not going to shoot as well as they did in that one and lose too many games. They were on fire.
Yeah, they were. Lights out is how they shot it.
Now, here's Wade. 17 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Outside, House. And the Heat, another 3.
Even when they're D'ing him up, I mean, he's a very good shooter from out there.
And what a job Doug Collins did with Philadelphia last year, taking the Sixers team to the playoffs. And they did a nice job of playing their Eastern Conference foes well.
And it's Brown missing.
A well-contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You got to make them work for it, challenge every shot.
And Ilgauskas kicks to House. Here's Haslam. Can't get it to go. Good D by Holiday. On that Philly side, once again, still lost more than they won against the East, but nonetheless, a big improvement for a first-year coach.
First-year coach and a really young, developing team, Kevin, so you want to see incremental progress. And given the year before when they went 14-38 against their conference counterparts, that was a huge leap forward to get them back close to 500.
Absolutely. It's House outside. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. He's got 8.
Well, another uncontested 3 there. They've got to make some kind of an adjustment. I mean, they're giving up way too many open 3s.
Well, the last 5 hoops, 3 have come off wide open 3-pointers, Clark. So it's one thing to give up 1, but you start giving 3-pointers up in bunches, you're in big trouble.
Haslam, that's good.
How about that? They finally tie it up.
Can they continue this momentum, guys? We'll see.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. 18 feet away, and it's Brown missing. Here is House. He's got 8 for the lead. And the Heat, another 3.
And everything's falling from the three-point line here in the second half.
And guys, you know, one fed into the other. I mean, now they're shooting with great confidence, and they're on a roll.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, it's been a lockdown defensive effort from him through the first 3 quarters. He's just swatting shots away.
Well,
As the fourth quarter gets going, let's swing it over to Doris Burke, who has our Sprite Spark report. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Eddie House gets our Sprite Spark.
Here's Holiday. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Brown in a 2-guard. Maurice Spates out there with Young. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Holiday in at the point.
you know, we saw him struggle with his shot in the first half. But here in the second, he's managed to turn it around and be much more efficient.
Here's Miller. Cannot hit. And the 76ers go the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Boy, they got so many free throws in that game, Clark, and I thought their aggressiveness was really key.
They did a nice job being aggressive and drawing those fouls, and anytime you can do that, that bodes well for your chances of winning.
Here's Wade. Bosch, a screen on Iguodala. LeBron against Young. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Wade. The offensive rebound. Dampier. And he slams it in one-handed.
Yeah, he's a fighter, a battler, guys. I mean, always has been.
Well, that's vintage, Clark. You're right. Strong offensive rebound leads right into the slam.
Yeah, that's his identity. He's an energy player who's always going to bring it every night.
From about 19 feet. And it's Brown missing.
Another board just continuing to add to that big rebound margin.
And it's a bit ironic, guys. I mean, you would think the score wouldn't be so close the way they're dominating the glass, but this one is still in the balance.
LeBron against Young. Cranes it from 7 feet out. 13 points for LeBron.
Great work. I mean, you have to decide as a defense, just how much damage are we going to allow him to do?
He kicks it to Young. Back to Brown. Over Miller. Brown. Good.
I tell you what, right now, that mid-range jumper serving them well.
Yes, it is, guys. That's 6 of their last 10 points coming from that mid-range area.
And here's Wade. Guarded by Holiday. Wade passes to Dampier. And stolen by Spates.
You know, they're lucky to be leading here as much as we've seen rather loose control of the basketball, Kevin.
And, fellas, that's something they have to address. I mean, double-digit turnovers in just the first half, that's unacceptable.
LeBron outside. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Here's Dampier. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Boy, every time they drop it in, they do so from close range. Easy baskets.
Yeah, high percentage looks time and time again, guys, and it's paying off in the way they're playing this game. I like their strategy. Just a total lack of focus, was not paying attention to where he was.
And the Heat with some changes. Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Eric Dampier. And it's Chalmers in for Mike Miller. The 76ers also with the sub. Rand's checked in. Now here's LeBron. He's covered by Iguodala. Shoots a fader. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Brand's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Still trying to get into the swing of things here offensively. It just has not happened for him here.
Chalmers dishes to LeBron. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Wade kicks to Chalmers. Launches it. Elton Brand grabs the board.
They've done a great job of controlling the boards in this one, Kevin.
Holiday the pass to Brown. Over LeBron. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Man, a nice job there defensively, just getting a hand up enough to bother the shot.
Yeah, that was very nice. Impressive. It made it a much more difficult shot.
And there's the 3-second violation. The 76ers trailed by 5. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from his offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
Backing down his Brand. Holiday left side. And stolen by Chalmers.
Well, that's only his first turnover, so he's done a nice job here offensively.
Us block. Dwayne Wade.
.105 left to play here in the 4th. Young, a screen on Chalmers. Right side Holiday. He dishes it to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Shot to end this cold run. Goes back up. He shoots again. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Boy, I like the rugged work on the inside that led to that very easy putback. That's going after it there, guys.
Brown against Wade. He's covered by Brown. From way back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
6
And the
seconds to go.
76ers call time here.
Still might make a
They're
3.
behind by 3. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've got 2 options here. They can go for the 3 and the tie, or the quick 2 and the foul.
I like the idea of going for the quick 2. Take it to the rim, and that wouldn't be a bad way to approach this situation.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doug Collins' huddle. He was trying to infuse a little confidence into his squad, saying, listen, we're poised to win this thing, and that's exactly what we're going to do. It's about making 1 or 2 more plays down the stretch. That's it, guys.
And that'll do it, Kevin. Those last free throws were the icing on the cake.
And the 76ers call time here. They're down by 5. 8 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Well, what they'd like to do is get a quick shot and then go for the foul.
And then they've got to hope, Steve, for some missed free throws as well.
From beyond the arc. Oh, no good. And so it's Miami winning this one. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.
That's all, folks.